There can be no life without order. Good, evil, darkness, light. There must be balance in the universe. Such is the decree of the Charred Council, an ancient body charged by the Creator to preserve the very fabric of existence. But the balance has been broken. Even now, Earth smolders in ruin, fallen to the demon lords, and the Destroyer carves a new kingdom amongst his mighty chosen. Some say the Horseman War triggered the apocalypse, that he rode to Earth unbidden and doomed all of mankind. But what of the other horsemen, fearless enforcers of the Council's will? What of fury, strife, and death? To know those names, you must first know another. Nephilim, cursed union of angel and demon. The Nephilim countless realms to the sword and burned them to ash. But four amongst them grew weary of the slaughter and feared their conquest would imperil the balance. And so a truce was made. The four would serve the Council in exchange for unimaginable power. Thus were the dreaded horsemen formed, and the riders' first task was to purge their own brethren from creation, to annihilate the Nephilim and destroy their souls. Let us now cast our gaze to one amongst the four. Not War, who lies chained at the Council's feet, professing his innocence, but one who would save his brother above all else. He has many names: Kinslayer, Executioner, Death. To bargain for war's freedom, Death swore that he would resurrect humanity. But he knew not how this might be done. And so Death rode forth into the icy veil to find the Keeper of Secrets.
Alright, welcome to T.A.G Gamer. This is episode 1 of Darksiders.
Hey guys, this is H-Dog.
It's Arctic Wolves. We'll be giving our opinion on the Darksiders game. It's our first time actually seeing it.
I haven't even, this is my very first look at it. It's Tom playing throughout the whole video. This is gameplay right now, just to be clear, right? Like
This is all gameplay.
Yeah, so I mean, it's got gorgeous graphics.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The storyline was pretty cool too. I'm all about lore and plot and stuff, so it seems to follow. So we're playing as what? One of the four horsemen?
Yeah,
one of the four brothers? The four remaining Nephilim. Which is kind of cool. Like we were talking before, Nephilim are in... Nephilim's a term that's thrown around in Diablo 2, or Diablo 3 as well.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was a merging of angel and demon. I thought it was just a powerful being, but that's cool. So what exactly are you doing in the game here? Like, what are you...
Right now you just start off because you're going to ask the Seeker, the guy, the Keeper of Secrets. You're going to ask him some questions to get the info on how to resurrect the human race, because at this point, I believe the human race is completely dead.
Okay.
They're all dead.
They've all been wiped out. Their souls, or Death has their souls or something? Or
No, he doesn't have the souls. He has the souls, he was charged with destroying the souls of...
all the Nephilim.
The Nephilim, yeah, and he hasn't done that, as far as I know.
Now this is the second game, right? There was, what was the name of the game again?
Darksiders
1, right? So, and this doesn't have any fancy name, like it doesn't have a subtitle. It's just Darksiders 2. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there is, and then the first one you play as War, the one that, the brother that he's now seeking to free. So, I mean, obviously that's the main character in the first one. So he's innocent, or at least until we know otherwise in this game, he's innocent. And you're coming to try to free him. So
No, like as it says at the beginning of the story, is you're not trying to free him. You are trying to free him. It's just right now you're coming to find out how you can free him because he's vowed to bring back the human race so that his brother isn't punished.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, right here I was still trying to figure out what I was doing.
It's probably one of those. Is it like a wall run, like in Prince of Persia or something?
Just wasn't reading the instructions.
We're a man. We don't read instructions.
The hell of them.
We learn by doing. Cool. So it has some fighting, obviously, like many other games like Link, but it has some running around like Assassin's Creed or Prince of Persia. Destructible terrain is cool. Did you just get XP for killing those?
Actually, what happened, I didn't know this until later on, is that they drop weapons, and you can actually equip those weapons to become stronger. They drop armor. I didn't know that until like a little bit later on.
So that's again going to be like things like Skyrim or
they add inventory.
In the inventory system and gear.
Potions. They added potions. They probably have other potions like increased strength or something like that.
Yeah, it does look very Prince of Persia right now with the ledges.
Overall, from what you're seeing right now, we'll ask later on in the videos, but from what you're seeing right now, would you purchase this game?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely give it a try. It's not really my genre of game, I'd say. Like, I like the puzzles, and I like some of the fighting systems. The boss fights, especially in these types of games, are always cool, but it's usually sort of, repetitive mechanics throughout the whole game, right? Like here, again, these pillars, it's just reminding me a whole lot of Prince of Persia. Is my first impression, because this is the first time I've seen it.
Which was an amazing game.
They were amazing games, but like I think I always finish like 3/4 of each Prince of Persia game. I always sort of, I realized somewhere along the lines, this is more or less the same temple, or this was more or less the same puzzle that I solved earlier. But this, I like the theme better, to be honest, rather than sort of the Arabian setting. This is sort of like otherworldly Norse god meets Reaper. I like the double sights. That's a really cool touch.
It does come into one sight, which is really cool. But as far as I've seen so far, you can't go into other form. It's just a combo that you just for a split second you turn into his Grim Reaper form.
Right. Yeah. So to answer your question, like from before, yes, I think I'd buy it. I mean, obviously, I'd have gonna keep watching your playthrough here and sort of make my decisions here. There is a boss fight at near the end of the video, right? That's how we're.
There's a mini boss, and then there is a large boss at the end.
The sort of main. That's when the story. Yeah, and that's when the story continues from, right? So, So now, are you controlling? Some of those are sort of generated attacks, like that you do a special move, or were you in control of those flips and things when you grab
the flips, the right bump? Oh no, when they're weakened, you can usually press B for a grab attack. See, this is where I just figured out you can pick up items and all that. But when they're weak enough, you press B. There's a finisher move, and but to dodge, it's right bumper. So those flips I get behind them, that I'm doing.
Yeah.
The dodge mechanic's really good. It's really smooth. It's a lot of fun to use.
And you use those a fair bit in the boss fights, right?
In the last boss fight, you have to use it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so this is you're going to your inventory to use potions.
Yeah.
Where is your health bar on this? I don't actually see. How can you tell whether or not you're hurt or not?
Oh, the health bar will appear in the top right corner.
Only when you're injured. Okay.
Yeah. So well, it shows up right now. It's just right now because we're in the editing mode right now.
That's pretty cool. Is this you figuring out you could also go on the ceilings?
Yeah, well, it's it's like Zelda. You know how there's vines or cracks in the walls and climb it? Yeah. They added that. It's just like God of War, except you don't use your sights to climb, which would be really cool.
Probably felt it was going to be too many people would have just been like, it's a ripoff, right?
Yeah.
They probably wanted to still be cool, but iconic to themselves.
What I really hated about games like that, though, is when you are climbing up the walls, it seems really tedious because you're really slow. But they made it really fast-paced. Okay. Yeah, it keeps the motion going. I like that. This is the mini-boss.
Oh. Did you get him first try?
Oh, yeah, man. I'm good.
You're good at these. These are your types of games. This is an ice giant. What I'd love to see is a game like this that combines these types of fighting with a game like that old Shadows of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus is an amazing game.
Yeah, that is an amazing game. Because then you can have this fighting with a boss, and then when he does, say, a certain motion, like he swings at you and misses, if he completely misses you, you might be stunned for a few seconds, and you could crawl up on his back and do something.
So
hop
something
back
like
in.
God of War, but a lot
Yeah,
more
but-
fast paced. So like in you see in the anime shows, they're running up his wall full
Yeah,
to
they'll run up a wall and
dodge.
jump, and
Yeah.
it would be cool. But this looks amazing. It looks phenomenal right now because you're actually having to dodge his attacks in real time, and then get around behind him. And you're almost jumping up on his back there. How do you?
There's probably like,
Oh.
see, this is the part I'm talking about. At the end of combos, you can turn into the Grim Reaper.
Oh, very cool. And that's where you have the full sight.
Yeah, full sight. It's fantastic. You got the wings, the aura. I think that'd be cool if they added that in. Like, you can turn whenever you want.
Well, it might be later in the game too, where
Yeah.
maybe a full battle you will stay in his form, or maybe it's only going to be the finisher. Maybe it's just supposed to symbolize him claiming the soul of whatever he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a cinematic coming up, or just an in-game event? This is another puzzle.
No, this is just a little cinematic for the elevator. Reminded me of the statue, actually. My favorite angel, Diablo 3, Imperius. He's awesome.
He is pretty cool. He's a little bit full of himself, but he's pretty.
That's why I love him.
He is the boss angel, right? He's the high king of all the heavens. So, well, it's got gorgeous cinematics. I mean, I might buy it for that alone. Like I said, I've always been sort of more of an online or like a multiplayer game. Now, this is a single player only game, right? There's no co-op.
Yeah, as far as I can see, it's single player.
Okay, so this almost looks like what's a. Is that Mario, like where you do the jump
Yeah.
back and forth between walls? Now, if you fell here, would you just die?
I didn't want to test that out. I was like, well, I died.
Well, because in Prince of Persia, you always had the sand
to read
game mechanic. So if you did something silly here, you could. Oh, that's wicked. That's cool. Oh yeah, this is looking pretty good. It's the thing that I didn't like about Prince of Persia is that, like I said, sometimes the climbing of the pillars and stuff was more of just a puzzle. You just have to sort of figure it out.
Very tedious.
They're tedious. You spent 20 minutes unlocking a fairly, standard, straightforward puzzle that, again, would seem to repeat later on in the story, but just with a few changes. Or, you'd have to go into another room and pull a lever, come back, see if what you've done had changed something in the right way. But this, all of the climbing just gets you to where you need to go fast. It keeps you in the action. The combats with the little minions. Now, what is this? What?
See, for a split
difficulty
second,
setting?
you turn into.
Yeah, I saw that we went dark blue, right?
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say was, what difficulty setting is this on? Is this just
It's
standard?
on normal.
Okay, normal. So there you go. You didn't pull any punches. You went off on normal. You didn't go to easy just for the video. So you could die in these fights. Did you die at all in your first run through, or is this
No,
just
not at all.
So how would you rate this for like beginner gamers? Like for me, because I don't play games.
If it's your first time playing a game like this, it's definitely worth it. It's not going to give you a real hassle.
No.
You'll definitely enjoy it.
Oh, so here you have a rope, or oh no, you're going from the beam to beam shenanigans. Being very careful here. Ah, there you
Actually, it just wouldn't let me jump that fast.
go. Oh, okay.
That's the only part I've seen that's been really slow so far. He climbs that wall like a pro, though.
I was gonna say they're nimble. Oh, there's a bat. Some little ambiance. So how did you hear about this? How did you hear that it was out?
Oh, I get the newsletter from EB Games, which everyone should subscribe to. It gives you the lowdown on all the new games. One I'm really excited for is Sleeping Dogs.
Okay.
I want to try that really badly.
And this is a brand new release, right? It's 2012.
Came out 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Another cinematic.
Why do you guard the souls? Open the portal. You will not pass while I live. So be it. Here your brethren are trapped in eternal torment. Do you wish to join them? And what of war? Would you kill your brother to save your precious life? He is innocent. Are you so certain?
Oh snap! It's a pretty cool cinematic. They said madness. I totally was thinking Sparta there for a second. I was like, madness? Where's the well? So this, just for everybody who's clear who didn't play the first game, this you're now fighting your brother War, right?
Yeah, well, this isn't actually him. It's the Crow Father.
Yeah, the Crow Father in his form. Oh, getting beaten up, Tom.
I don't think I pressed it fast enough.
Oh! That Crow Father knows how to swing a blade or two. Now, is the Crow Father, just for clarity here, is he a Nephilim as well that's been imprisoned by death, or who is he?
I have no idea.
Because he's pretty powerful if he can take on the form of War. It's the keeper. He's just the keeper of souls, I guess. He did mention in that video, "What you gave to me, you'll now take away."
Yeah, those are the souls. He
So,
held on to them and he got
yeah.
all their secrets. As far as I know.
But obviously it was Death who was the one who gave him those souls to hang on to.
Yeah, because he couldn't destroy them for some reason. And that's what he was asking. He can wipe out his entire race, but he can't destroy their souls. He keeps their souls. Wow.
The fight looks pretty awesome in terms of your having to dodge his attack.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much.
Looks a bit like that. What's that other game that you were playing a bit, where you were the mutant, where you're taking on those?
Prototype.
Prototype. It looks similar, sort of how you both have a similar set of moves, and you have to time your attacks and dodges appropriate to what he's doing.
Yeah, that was the one for the last boss. Most of the game in Prototype was really chaotic.
Okay.
It wasn't very enjoyable for a second playthrough. I did enjoy it nonetheless, but not for a second playthrough.
Oh, it looks like you got the upper hand on him. There's the reveal. Oh my goodness.
Your secrets die with you. Oh, fool. My secrets. That man here.
Ooh.
Hey, all the souls are all stuck inside of him now.
Crafty old bird. That's it.
That's it. That's it for episode 1 for Darksiders. Episode 2 coming soon.